Fuck, okay. Yeah. So, we're back. Matthew DiBernardi here, your host. And to start off, I would just like to apologize. I'm very embarrassed over the episode I posted last week. I know that nobody's really gonna listen to it. I know someday people will go back and listen to these and they'll hear it, and just listening back to it, I sounded very just fucked up. And I don't do drugs, but I record these late at night and I smoke weed, and I've been smoking a lot more weed than I have in past years. I would say in this past year, 6 months. Not really any specific reason. I just viewed life in a very, very negative way, and I just felt like I had to do it. But that was a wake up call for me, so it was probably for the best, and it's probably best that I keep it up because it was surely just um, um, a wake up call for me to really stop smoking as much, and because I need to focus on doing this. I need to focus on creating. I need to focus on making clothes and film and making something great. So it's definitely a good thing for me to stop smoking weed and other things like that, other things that slow me down. This past week, I would definitely say that I've been healthier. I've been, well, it started in this past, like, probably in November when I started working out again, but I've just been getting better, stronger, mentally, physically, creatively. And for the longest time, I thought I was making no progress. I wasn't really accomplishing anything, but after realizing this past week that I've just have started doing things naturally to better myself, it just showed me that I really want this. I really want to succeed, and it showed me that I have the capability to, if I truly put my mind to do anything. On these past few weeks, I've been eating better, meditating twice a day. I've been journaling at least once. I might also keep another side journal just to write down thoughts, but I really want to bring that around more, keep it on me more often. I got my dog next to me. His name's Murphy. He's a pretty cool guy. I try to keep him out of the room if I'm doing like voices for my short films, or if I'm doing something like this. Just because he's a dog, he barks, but I feel as if it's later enough into the night and dead of winter, to where he's not gonna flip out on anyone or anything like that. But he's a cute little guy. He's my buddy. Shoot, I forgot. I was talking about bettering myself. I've been just focusing more on taking time out of my day to do art, because that's very important to me and my well-being. Just getting things down. I've been trying to live less planned out but more organized, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying not to plan my entire life out, my entire week out, like I have been for this past year. It makes things very stressful on me. It's very unnecessary. I've I've always had the mentality, but I've actually let it slip, what that I should only post the greatest thing that I could possibly create. That's why I've been collecting just art for the past few years and stuff like that. I've only wanted to post what I felt was great. But it's also important to post that early stuff because it shows progression. It shows um, that you've changed, you've grown as not only an artist but as a human being. You've expanded your consciousness and your creativity. But some other things I've been doing, I've been trying to, oh, I'm trying to not plan my life but organize it. I've been trying to live more habitually in a sense. I'm sort of a creature of habit, but if I break them, I break them. It's a very small line between um, being habitual and organized and completely destroying that, even if it's good for me, habit. I do tend to keep around the bad habits, but once I drop the bad habits, they just go away, which is very good for me. Because I do have an addictive personality, so if I like a bad substance, I'm going to continue with that bad substance. But once I'm finished with them, I'm done, which is a very good thing. I'm trying to do that with cigarettes recently. I did that with alcohol back in high school, so I've never really drank since. Same with drugs. All I really do is just smoke weed and mushrooms nowadays. But I am trying to become more habitual in the sense that there's many decisions in my day that I feel that I make that while they are important decisions, they're wasteful decisions in a sense. In the sense that I should be using that time and that energy and that power to think of something new, think of how to be more creative and stuff like that. Like little things like what to wear. I want to create a uniform. Eating. I very well conceptualize that food is our fuel to our everyday, but I personally feel that if I set out like a David Lynch type of diet regime where I eat the same thing every day, but it's healthy, it's good for me, and I conceptualize that I need it, but it is also just fuel at the end of the day. That I can eat the same thing for a week every day. I can't do the same thing forever, but each week I can use the little bit of power to decide what to make for the week. But like this past week, I made sweet potatoes, chicken that was marinated in soy sauce and teriyaki with garlic and onions and just some green beans, and it was delicious. It's healthy for breakfast. Allergic to peanut butter, so I've been rocking with the sunflower butter sandwich with jelly, a protein yogurt, and some fruit. I try to have an orange in the morning, and then I like to have fruit with my dessert as well. For dinner, I just eat whatever my mom makes, or if we're going out, like my brother is going out, I'll just have him get us both something from somewhere, or I'll give him money to get me something, because it's wasteful brain power. Even if you think it's something minuscule, I feel as if it's something big and important because I love food. I'm not a picky eater. I love all sorts of food. And when I go to a store, it's already hard enough for me to make a decision. So if I'm able to keep healthy meals like that and keep them tasteful and switch them up weekly, I definitely feel as if that will help me spend less brain power. For clothes, I feel as if I have many styles. So for my uniforms, I have like 4 different uniforms: one for home, one for casually going out, one for popping out, and then just one for super nice events. It keeps me in check for just the shape and the look that I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to work out only at night and shower and take an hour to be bored, because I've realized how important it is to be bored and how easily I keep myself from being bored through my phone and technology and all of that. I'm trying to think. What else have I been doing? I'll watch a runway show. I've been very into Margiela shows this past week. Probably will get into Vivian shows, and then I want to study people, time periods, history. I love all that stuff. I just love to learn. I love to study. I love to be a student of stuff that I'm interested in. I hate school. I was always like decent at school, but really towards the end of school and once I graduated, I've realized that it's all pointless and that I don't need it. And I know that even if it might be hard, I will be able to figure out my way in this world one day. And I know it will be through sheer hard work, because I've never believed in anything being given to you. So, what else have I been doing? Yeah, that's really it for the major changes in my everyday. I've gone away with making sure that I try to go through like a routine type thing every day, where each day of the week I would post something specific, and I would like do like a specific thing at night. Like for example, one thing that I do is that I screenshot a lot of things. There's things that inspire me and things that I want to do one day. But I think that like currently I have like 7,000 photos in my camera roll, and there was a specific day where I think, yeah, it was Thursdays. That would be a day specific to emptying the camera roll for like a month or whatnot. I'm falling behind. I think I was doing good, and like by September, I think I got done through March, but now it's 2025, so I have to do all about 2024, which I really should empty out my camera roll somewhere. Anyways, but those routines just were not working out for me, and then I would get upset the next day that I didn't do it the last night. So from now on, I'm just creating. I can't take being pressured to be so habitual like that. I just come to a realization that when it comes to creativity, I can't be a creature of habit, but everything else around me must be habitual in order for me to find that peace to create, I feel. Because if I take away all those thoughts, all those forced thoughts that take up the room in my brain for the day, I spend them on things that are not creating. If I make them habitual, they will just become second nature, and once they become second nature, they become subconsciously doable. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I kind of just came to that realization now. Could be wrong, but psychology is one of my favorite things to learn and think about, and it's crazy revelations you have if you just take a second to think. I feel as if I'm always thinking. My brain is constantly on the run. It feels constant thoughts buzzing in, buzzing out. Some there forever, some gone forever. But Yeah, big reason that I said I was becoming so healthy and stuff. I cut my hair. I've been growing out my hair probably since middle of 2023, and so all of 2024 it was grown. I grew it out, but I cut it. I made it short, and I think it looks really good, which is awesome. I was very scared because I really enjoy my long hair. Um, but the reason why I'm doing all this is just so I can create better. I live and I die and I eat and I shit by creating. It's a big reason is world building for me. I absolutely adore world building because it helps you. I feel so limited in this world, in this physical world. But once you start building your own world, the opportunities are endless. You can make any character you want. They can do anything that you can bring your mind to. Another reason why I like cartoons so much. But world building, it's just so wonderful. You can World building allows you to be any damn near any profession you want to be. Like, could you fly a rocket? No, but could you be an astronaut through a character in your world? Yes. Um, you could put your fears through world building. You can make, if you're scared of clowns, you can make a clown that's not so scary anymore in your world, and surprisingly, it might make you less scared of clowns in the real world. You can create a feeling, you create an atmosphere that people are attracted to, that people feel comfort and they feel safe to. World building is a place where you can bring your feelings alive in a way that is too limited by the real world. Um, if you wanted to be an interior decorator, you can literally create a whole apartment building filled with 20 different apartments, all with their own aesthetic, own type of furniture, and you can do that there. It's a wonderful thing. Um, I create because I have to. If I don't create, my mind it goes crazy. It goes almost. It almost moves so fast that it becomes numb when I don't create because all I'm thinking about is new ideas on what I could create, what I want to create. I create so I can tell my story. I feel everybody has stories to tell from their lives, whether it's something they experienced or something that was told to them by another person. Our brains are just filled up with all these stories of people, places, and things that you've seen or you maybe have never seen. But wanting to tell that story and through creating can lead you to those places. It can help you. World building can help you, and creating just in general. To get off of world building, creating just in general can help you take all your welled up emotions from years and years of hiding. Not this is gonna sound personal this time, but like hiding who you are. This is about me. Doing art can show who you truly feel and make you feel less scared to be an individual and be yourself. Art's creating that perfect medium. Creating isn't just painting. Creating isn't just filmmaking or sewing. Creating is whatever you think creating is, and that's what's so beautiful about it. Creating is coding, creating is Lego building, creating is writing words on a paper that fit so well together they become a poem. 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 But yeah, creating, it's truly meant for everyone in one way or another. Truly feel everyone's a creator, even an engineer or an architect. People would just think that's a simple profession, but I view that as creating some of the most beautiful art that has ever been created. I create because I don't create, or if I do create, more so, if I'm able to create something that makes me happy, I will have no regrets when I go. Because that makes me feel as if I lived the life that I was meant to live. I truly believe that life is about just doing what you love and fuck the rest, as Paul Dano says in Little Miss Sunshine. Because doing what you love in life is truly the secret. If you're not doing what you love, then life is just that much more difficult. And that's more than just a job. If you work a job that you hate, but you get to go home to an escape of creating, that's what your life is. That's what you love. So it makes those shitty hours working at the grocery store and getting no likes all worth it, because you did what you loved and you did it to the best that you could. So you can die happy. And I also believe in that once you die, and if you live life happy, you live life the way that you were supposed to, no matter how your life ended or whatnot, as long as you stick to your way of life and you were happy, then you were able to successfully move on. If not, I believe that you get reincarnated until you do. And creating to me is also tied into one of my biggest fears. Now, my biggest fear is probably bears. Bears are the scariest things ever. They are creatures of mass destruction, and they can kill you so easily that bears are horrifying. But other than bears, my biggest fear is not making something beautiful before I die, because I don't care if I die nobody, but I want to create such a lasting piece of art, something that moves people generations from now, is still around and still prevalent. That's all I want. If it comes after death, then I will be happy in the next life, because people will know and respect something that I created. And life is so ugly that we need as many beautiful things in it as possible. And as long as I inspire one person to make something beautiful themselves, then I did something right. I believe that in that case, something that I made will be beautiful, even if I pass right after that. really have let it slip in the past month or so, just blinded by success, that I haven't been making the most beautiful things, and when I go back and look at them, they make me very upset. They make me very sad. They make me very, I'm trying to think of the perfect way to put it. Just, it makes me feel disappointed in myself that through this high rage of the past year of trying so hard and what seemed to me at the time of little to no results, even though it made me into the creative that I am today, and it made me realize that I am good enough at this to where I can make money off of it someday, somehow, someway. That's what this past year was really about. It was personal growth. It was realizing that I am a creative, and that I'm going to need to find my own way one day. And well, yes, I am going to be posting bullshit. This past month was very uncalled for who I am and for my aesthetic and what I'm trying to accomplish. It was all done in just a high rage, and I regret it so much. I'm going to clear it off soon, just because of how embarrassed I am. But I've come to learn a lot. Feel as if I've grown a lot in this past week, which is so crazy to say that in a week I could grow so much, but I truly feel that I have. And from here on out, I am only going to make things that are truly and utterly beautiful and represent what's going on in my mind and all that stuff. Even though I never cared about the amount of people that followed me or anything like that, I'm really going to stop caring and stop trying to appease just random people on the internet, because I that's not how I'm going to get my fan base. That's not how I want to get my fan base. I want to be very niche. I want to be very, if you know, you know, because that's just what I look up to. And I don't want to say that in an elitist sense. I want to say that in a, I'm not going to be for everybody way, and I know that. I'm not going to be for the average Joe walking down the street, and that's perfectly fine. That's how I like it. But yeah, I'm only going to create beautiful pieces of art that represent me, my brand, and who I am. That's going to be the only things I'm going to be comfortable posting from here on out. And it's going to really help, I feel, grow me as a creative and help my brand and my name grow in a healthy, organic way, not in a way from getting somebody to click on my profile because of a clip. It's so stupid. And yeah, I think that's about all I have to talk about today. I really try to make these longer, but I really don't know A, how to talk into a mic, or B, just how to talk nonstop. And this is all really just practice for now for me. Eventually I will definitely be getting into talking for longer amounts of time, but that might be once I get my own place one day, because hopefully that's soon. And I would like to, but for now I'm just going to work on talking to a mic and feeling comfortable talking on the internet and whatnot. So Yeah, that's all. Stay mighty. And this is Matthew Bernardi. Again, stay mighty.